What's up, guys? One second. I want to welcome you to today's Enlightenment broadcast. This is Jay, your healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. This is probably a controversial topic today. What is the solution to Corona? What is the solution to Corona? Well, to give you the easiest answer, I don't know. I have no idea. However, because I know we need to talk a little bit further than I don't know, we're going to talk. Hold on a second. Man, I didn't have my other phone going. Welcome again to the Enlightenment broadcast. This is Jay, your healthy accountant, and helping you to account for your life. The solution to Corona is I don't know. That's the first one. Because who really knows? Who really knows? No one really knows. No one really knows where it came from, how it got started, why it's here, what it can do, except for what we see or what we've heard. Think about it. It's like, one day it pops up, there's this thing called the coronavirus, and it's quote unquote, it can kill you. It sounds like, you get flu symptoms. It sounds like, you get a cold and you're coughing and, your throat's hurting. Sounds like something I could go take some NyQuil for, or some Dayquils, whatever you use, Robitussin. Sounds like we can go use some of that kind of stuff to kind of combat this Corona. But they say, the people that's dying from it, they were already sick. They were already, dealing with, heart issues, or, they were dealing with diabetes, or they were dealing with something that was already, causing them some issues. So it's like, so they died from that. But they're saying that they died from Corona, which I'm not here to talk. I'm not here to say that they didn't die from it, because I don't know. But then let's kind of shift a little bit. Let's shift a little bit about what solution you can be right now. What is the solution that you can be? I talked about this on my podcast this morning, which I have not shared. I have not been able to share the links down here yet, but I'm going to share the links hopefully within the next few days. Once it's being picked up on all the main stations. Right now, it made it to Spotify. It's on another channel, I think called Anchor, and it's kind of working its way to Google and iTunes and Stitcher. So hopefully by maybe early next week, I can start sharing those links. But so the solution to Corona, I'm gonna tell you something that's probably gonna baffle you. You are part of the solution. No one is the absolute solution, because there's so many of us on the planet. And because there's so many of us on the planet, we all have these unique ways of doing things, these unique things that we have to offer. There's unique circumstances, and we have unique stuff. So if you're unique and I'm unique and we're trying to do the same thing, wouldn't that put us in competition? Well, the way that society works, it would say, yes, we're in competition. I'm an accountant, you're an accountant, so we're going for the same thing. I'm not trying to go after the same clients anymore. What I'm going after is people that want to account for their life. People that want to change because change is necessary. People that are saying to themselves, man, what can I do now? Maybe I got laid off. Maybe my business is going to slow down. Like literally, my business is possibly affected, right? Because clients are being affected. Every client doesn't have employees. Now there's going to be loans and government assistance for companies that have employees, for companies that have situations that, the government say that you qualify, and a lot of small businesses are owned by people, just one person, and the one person may be left with nothing. So imagine this, you're one person, you're a freelancer, you're a contractor, you're somebody that doesn't have employees, and you're saying to yourself, well, what about me? What about me, Jay? How in the world am I going to get help? All right. So here's the thing. I would never say that the government should be your choice, because the government, remember, they're just trying to kind of, help some people. They know they can't help everybody. Like Trump's talking about, he's going to send some money through the taxes and things of that nature. Hey man, can I get my rebate and this and that? Hey man, but what if I told you there's more? What if I told you there's more in you right now that you could get out of yourself that could solve the corona crisis for you and for some other people? This is something that I saw firsthand the last time this came around, 2008. It came around. I was sitting on my couch, and I'm going to tell this story almost every day because I think it's important. Sitting on my couch, watching CNN, watching Fox, watching MSNBC, checking out all the stations. What are they talking about? Man, who's going to go out of business today? How many people are going to get laid off today? How many businesses are going to close? My business, the mortgage business that I had, was directly affected because the programs that we offered were the ones that had to stop. And it's funny because maybe a year or two before it all fell apart, me and my partner were sitting in the office and we were saying to ourselves, man, can this last? No income, no assets, stated, or just no doc, nothing. Could this last? And we were just like, there's no way this can last. And I'm gonna tell you, our prophecy came true. Because we knew that this was not going to last. There's no way that people had good credit, right? Like, man, you got 700 credit, so you can get a house and you don't have to show nothing. You don't have to show money in the bank. You just have to say you have a job, and that's it. They don't even check. What? Does that make sense? You're going out buying a $500,000, $600,000, $800,000 house. They're saying, well, you know what? Hopefully next year or hopefully next month. I did it. I said, man, I start making some money, right? But I prematurely pulled the trigger when I should have waited. Had I waited 1 year, I would have saw the market shift. And then I would have still had $100,000 in the bank because I wouldn't have spent money to get into a house. I would have money in the bank, hopefully, if I would have saved it. Because I could have wasted it too. Because I wasn't prudent with money. I just wasn't. But here's the thing, I could have had money in the bank. I could have saved my money, the $3,000, $4,000 mortgage payments that I was making. I could have saved my money. But I moved. I went ahead. And so 2008 came. And when everything was falling apart, I could not see the opportunity. That's why I'm here today. Because there's an opportunity for you so that you can be part of the solution for what's happening today. You're in the house. A lot of people can't go out. You can't go to work. So what are you going to do? All right. So this is where you have to ask one of these hard questions. And here's the hard question. Who am I? Well, it doesn't sound so hard, but you got to ask that question. Who am I? And when you find out who you are, you gotta pray, you gotta meditate, you gotta keep asking the question because you're gonna find out what problem you're supposed to solve. See, I personally was groomed to go through the internet bubble, 2001, to go through the real estate collapse, 2008, to come right now to this opportunity to help you. So look, you need help. And what I want to do is help you. I want to make sure you have tools. I want you to have strategies. You can use this broadcast. You can start using the podcast as a way to start gathering knowledge and information. Now, knowledge and information is great. The easy way says that, yes, you have to educate yourself. You have to start applying the education and you have to start systematizing and growing yourself. So that is part of the first step. That's part of the first step. So ask yourself, who am I? And then from there, you're moving towards what problem you have to solve. These are things you're going to have to write down. You're going to do some writing. And you have to do some meditating, do some thinking. Don't do a lot of doing of anything because you don't want to prematurely move because you may not understand it. And you still may not. So get started today. Don't wait. The process is about doing something every day so that you can be part of the solution for what's happening today with the coronavirus and with all sorts of things that's happening. So guys, look, I want to appreciate you for joining me today for the Enlightenment broadcast. This is J-Mo, your healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. Don't forget, be on the lookout for the podcast links. Also, guys, be on the lookout for my brand new website, I'm revamping the healthyaccountant.com. So in the next couple of days, I'm going to have that website link, because you can go to this link and you will be able to get the tool. There's a tool that I'm going to give you so that you can use it, and then you can change your life. How's that? I'm sure you love that. All right, guys. So I appreciate you. Look for that link, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Take care.